guys, welcome back to my channel if you're new. Hi, hello, my name is Kim and I go by Kimberkiss here on YouTube. If you're new, welcome lovelies, and if you're returning, thank you so much. And I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you here. So today I was being really called to do a Lemurian reading, like a mermaid / Lemurian reading, and just really tap into the energies, because and not just with Lemuria, I've been picking up a lot with Atlantis as well. Just messages from friends coming through on how they're tapping in and having remembrances from Atlantis. And then other friends are having remembrances from Lemuria. Some of them seem quite similar, some quite different. And it's just really interesting. And I'm being called by Spirit today to pull for these collective energies, I guess, both for Atlantis and Lemuria. So I have today, we're going to work with messages from the mermaids. This is a new deck that I recently purchased that I've been wanting for a very long time, and I'm really excited because the cards are great and the artwork is just absolutely beautiful on them. And if you know anything about me, I love mermaids. And then I have my Lemurian Star Child Oracle. There are some Atlantis cards that I'm in the process of looking at, just checking out the messages, seeing how they resonate. And then if I'm guided to do so, I will be purchasing those. But I'm also getting a lot of channelings and messages to work without cards as well. So it is something that I'm, just seeing, but I am being very drawn to purchasing some sort of Atlantean deck. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'm also going to be working with the Doreen Virtue mermaids cards, the mermaids and dolphins. And then I also have dragon cards here, and dragons have been coming through quite strongly if you've been watching my last few Lemurian readings. So it's quite interesting. So we're just going to pull today and see what comes through for the collective energies and what you guys are needing to hear at this time. Now, I do know we are in a huge cosmic configuration right now with all the alignments. We had the solar eclipse that was seen in the southern hemisphere. We had the new moon. We had actually the ending of the Mayan kin, the 260 kin, and then starting to the kin number 1 just a day or two ago. We had some very strong galactic activation portal days, like alongside at the same time that we had that solar eclipse and the new moon. And actually just the last few days, there's been some very strong galactic activation portal days where some of my friends who usually don't, receive very strong activations had reached out to me and were like, hey, Kim, I'm seeing flashes of color, or Kim, I'm hearing these voices. What is this? Or Kim, I've been seeing blue flashes and seeing my guides. And it's because we had those very, very strong energies from the Mayan dream spell calendar. And if you ever wanted to see if you were born on a galactic activation portal day like myself and some of my friends, or if you wanted to just check in and see, which days you're receiving the most activations, you can go to, and this is not sponsored, by the way, this is just the website that I use. There's also a really good app that my friend had told me about, and if I find that information, I'll list it here or link it in the description box below. But the main website that I use is www.starroot.com to find the Mayan dream spell. And then when you scroll down to the left side, there's a little boxes where you can enter the date and hit enter. So it usually just, shows up as the date that you're looking at. But if you wanted to look at your date of birth or the date prior, or say you had activations a week from that day, you can type in that day and see if it fell on a galactic activation portal day, or what the signatures and overtones of that day were aligned to that kin. And the number is very significant as well, so always keep that in mind. It's just a really great tool that I've been called to use, especially now and recently, and it's just really, really good. We have the future. And she's holding a crystal ball. I do have a crystal ball. I don't have it out right now, but I did receive this card in my last pick a card reading. It was epic. If you guys have not seen that, each pile, I did 4 piles, and each one was almost an hour long. It it really went in depth with messages from your twin flame and the work that you are needing to do, messages from your higher self, all of it. So if you want to check that out, but that did come through for one of the piles. I can't remember exactly which one, but if you wanted to check and see which pile you're drawn to, if you're drawn to all of them, you can watch all of them. If you wanted to, lots of great messages came through those, but definitely see which one you're drawn to. But lots having to do with the future. You know, the future, while we get hints and clues and pieces of the puzzle, and sometimes we receive direct channelings and they are accurate, no one knows exactly how it will unfold. Right? No one knows for certain how it will unfold. We have a very good idea. Did I just hear the train? I might have heard the train. We have a very good idea sometimes, and sometimes we are taken aback by what actually unfolds. Hear the train? So this is all referring to the future. And receiving, I think a lot of people are receiving downloads about what's going to happen with this planetary alignment on December 21st that hasn't happened for thousands of years. And it's just going to be a very epic time. I feel it. I feel it in my bones, and all my friends that I've been talking to, they feel it. So definitely, it's very, very strong. And because I've been receiving so much with the Mayans, it's almost like a lot of people have said that the Mayans predicted the ending of their calendar to be 2012, but really they meant 2020 or 2021. I think we're really coming into a time right now where it's an age of so much change and so much almost like redirecting back to the authenticity of the Earth's natural energies is what I keep receiving. And one of the first documented or undocumented civilizations was that of Lemuria, from the research that I have been doing. And it's really interesting. I mean, we call it Lemuria, people call it Mu. People call it Atlantis, but Atlantis and Lemuria were both quite different, but they both also had similarities. So it's interesting. I've done quite some research on Lemuria, not so much on Atlantis, but I think I'm going to be starting to research Atlantis as well. So stay tuned. But a lot coming through with the future. And I just see so many starseeds and so many love warriors just receiving tons of downloads, tons of activations, tons of messages. And I think if you have a tool to use that helps you, some people use crystal balls, some people use water as their portal, as their activator. Some people use the Mayan dream spell to refer to on those days. Some people just tap into themselves and trust their inner universe, and I highly recommend that first and foremost. Other people will use pendulums, will use tarot cards, but I really do feel a lot of people receiving high messages and almost like an alert letting us know what's about to unfold. And not in a scary way, not in a way to where we need to be fearful at all. We want to manifest the highest timeline. We still have control in manifesting and choosing what we choose to see and perceive in our reality. And that is the key. But I am seeing a lot of light workers coming across information about the future. And so it's really interesting, viewing other people's perceptions and seeing what they're saying. And then receiving messages on my own. And from just friends, from people that don't normally receive messages too. So it's a whole thing. It's the energies. Everything's coming to the surface is what I keep getting. And the truth is going to be shown to all. The truths, I should say, within the truth. So let's just see what else comes through without me blabbing too much. I do want to go over really quick. We have the patience card in the reverse. They're like, be patient, Kim. You don't have to tell them everything at once. No, and this is also about us being patient when it comes to the future unfolding. A lot of us just want to see new earth. And we have to be patient because things have to come into divine alignment. But 3 cards that I had pulled a while ago, I think it was like, the beginning of the week. last weekend, actually. So yeah, last weekend. I have the Earth and Fire Dragon. So this is clearing fifth dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. So it's asking of you guys to be of service. And it's asking those who are drawn to different places on the planet and within the cosmos to trust that, to call in your guides for guidance, and your blueprint will just innately know where to go to heal these places. And it's calling a lot of you to go to Atlantis to heal ley lines, or going to Lemuria to heal ley lines, or going to different places on the earth to bilocate there and heal, or going to higher dimensional places within the earthly plane or in the cosmos and do healing there. And so a lot of you are doing a lot of, work with your third eyes. And so a lot of you might wake up extremely exhausted. I've been extremely exhausted the last week. I've even taken naps during the day, which I never do. I never do that. So rest when you need to. I've definitely been taking that advice. I've been pacing myself. A lot of it, going back to the future, we're walking into the unknown. And it's like we're having to trust all our senses while being blindfolded. So while we can't see with our own two eyes, we can see with our third eyes, right? We can see with our third eye, and we can put out our senses and trust what we're receiving from our guides and the energies all around us that we're receiving. We just know. It's like we don't know, but we do know, right? It's an interesting combination of energies. And then I also got the Air Dragon. So this helps you rise above earthly measures, just like I was talking about with the timelines and how we can choose to get sucked into, I guess, governmental thinking and things like that. But it's like, is that even really real, or is that illusions? And are we perceiving it to be too real? And are we not perceiving what is imaginary to be actually real? Because honestly, there's more reality within your imagination than there is on this earthly plane. That is the biggest test of all. Okay, so this helps you rise above earthly matters. This helps you rise above fear. And this is also asking you to communicate honestly. This brings inspiration and hope. And then you could see your life from a higher purpose, or zoom out or zoom up so you can see your life from a higher purpose. And then we also have the called card. Like, where are you being called to go? What are you being called to do? These are your soul gifts in training. It's really time to step up right now. I keep hearing warriors, warriors, warriors of the love, warriors of the light, warriors of Atlantis, warriors of Lemuria, the starseeds, the starseed people, like of all ages. Yeah. So it's asking us to be patient with what we're receiving, the activations that we're receiving at this time. Really be patient. Allow them to integrate. Allow the ascension symptoms to, to go where they need to go, to do what they need to do. It's all healing is what I'm hearing. It's all healing us. And then we're healing ourselves. We're going into the unknown. We're doing shadow work. And we're going into the light when we think we know, but we don't know. And then there's revelations that are brought to our attention. To seek solitude also. It's really important to get in touch with your guides right now. And I really need to take my own advice with this, because while I do get in touch with my guides while I'm channeling for you guys, I've actually started to finally do tarot readings for myself before doing tarot readings for everybody else. And it's really helping me with getting grounded and calling in more clarity. I'm getting more in touch and more used to my guides and the way they provide me signs all the time and messages. And now it's so in my face that I just know how they present. I know what they do. And now I am more trusting, I guess. More trusting and more aware of how they present information to me, because I've become the observer. I've become more aware and more observant. So this is asking you to do the same, to seek solitude, to allow these integrations to occur, to allow yourself to rest, to not be worried about the future, to actually Know how much power you hold to actually create the highest timeline possible within your reality, and really call that in. Anytime that fear creeps up, pop it into your mind, the highest timeline. That you're here to anchor in heaven on earth. That is what is happening. And that you are love and you are light. And you are here to bring peace to all beings on the planet, including the planet itself and the cosmos. Right? Uniting all races. It's not just Syrians. It's not just Pleiadians. It's not just Mintakans. It's not just reptilians. It's not just Anunnaki. It's not just, any race that's separation. It's all one. It's all creator. And we are coming into this consciousness finally. It's starting to merge in, and it's doing so in a way to where, yet at times it can be overwhelming, but it's integrating in a way in which us each personally are ready to perceive. So it presents in different ways, right? It's all about the growth and learning process. But seeking solitude will be great for everyone right now. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to seek solitude. It's okay to get back in touch with yourself. It's okay to get back in touch with your guides. So many deep messages coming through. Channeling. And pretty soon I'm not going to be even using cards. I'm not. I'm just going to be sitting here, tapping in with a headache, because I usually get a headache when I do so, but not always. And just allowing the messages to flow through without even having to shuffle cards or pull cards. It's been a huge message from Spirit. It's been a huge message coming through from soul family. Close soul family. So we have contentment in the reverse. So the reason that people aren't content is because they're receiving so much. And not only that, there's a reason that you were placed with certain people in certain situations. It's part of the test, I think. And are we willing to do the healing with ourselves? We have to be patient with ourselves and do the healing. It's asking this of us. Big time. Big time. And it's not like you do a healing and you're done. It's never done. It's never done. But it's not something you have to dwell in, but it is something that you have to responsibly face if you have not even done so yet. It will come through different ways for different people. And it's not just about shadow work either. It's about light work too. Are you balancing both? Are you being of service? Are you being a light for others? When you do a clearing and a purging and a releasing of your inner shadows and you come back into balance, are you just being content then? I mean, like, oh, well, now that I'm feeling okay, I don't have to be a light to others. There's people that need your light right now. There's people that need your service. And it's not people, it's souls. It's souls. And it's not just souls here, it's souls everywhere throughout the universe. Like, they don't think we understand how much they rely on us. They need to get this message across. They rely on us. That's why they're so pushy sometimes to like do things or get things done. And it's not in a way to where it's like, it's just a loving push, because they see the bigger picture sometimes that we don't see. And then we have to take in these energies and understandings and do it on our own in the way that is right for us, in the way that it was always planned out to be, right? You're the light. In the reverse, you have to know you're the light. You're the light that shines. And you don't just shine here. Are you freaking kidding me? You think you're just the light here? Do you not know the nature of who and what you are? Your soul is so expansive that you can't even put a limit to it. It can't come near your soul. There is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that can limit you. There is no one that can stop you. There is no one that can limit you. There is nothing in this entire field of what we are aware of that could ever come close to you. So never underestimate your light and the power that it holds to heal everyone and everything infinitely. I'm receiving a huge download right now, activation. The birds are even flying my way. I have the window open. This flock of birds just came flying overhead. This is so much more than we literally comprehend. We think we know. Your light is the light that shines throughout the entirety of everything. So the fact that we would ever doubt ourselves, or ever have fear, or ever be fearful of outcomes, or ever even hold worry, even just for a millisecond, is freaking comical. It's not comical. It's actually quite sad that these programs even exist here. And yes, we need them to grow, yada, yada, yada. But if it gets to the point where you have forgotten who and what you are, call back in your light. Call back in yourself. That is your light. My daughter's playing downstairs. Be spontaneous. Be spontaneous with your light. It's all about fun and play too. It's about raising your vibration and doing little gestures here and there. It's like, some people will write me just one word or one phrase, or just say thank you, or what you're doing is making a difference, to me and in my messages. And that means the whole universe to me. Because you mean the whole universe to somebody. Because you're here. Which means you're connected to everyone. Which means we all mean the universe to the universe. To everybody. The whole entire universe. We all mean everything to everyone. So yes, have fun, be spontaneous, do random acts, and don't feel like the future holds you down. Like don't feel like you get in such a limited perspective to where this is the way the future has to be. Keep an open mind and be spontaneous. Let's see. Go with the flow when it comes to patience. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Be like water. Go with the flow. Be like water. Can you guys tap in? Can you guys tap in and remember the way that your star system, or what were the colors and feelings like before you were born? Or do you have remembrances from when you were little, like a baby? Or do you have remembrances before you incarnated? Do you remember past lives in Lemuria, in Atlantis? Do you remember what the area looked like? Do you remember the structures, the architecture, the people, the energies, the feelings, the smells, the tastes, the sounds? Can you sit in solitude and try to just allow, go with the flow, be patient, allow and remember? Lemurians are great tools to work with, Lemurian crystals, because they hold records on the sides. And they are like a magnet. They are like an amplifier. So they really do help with connecting. But you can do this. You're basically, if you were from there, you are a Lemurian crystal. You hold the records. Tap into yourself and your third eye. Call in your guides. Call in those higher dimensional versions of you. Those past life versions of you, those future life versions of you. Call in your higher selves. Sit and allow things to come through, because they might be coming through spontaneously. They might be coming through in waves. They might be coming through when you least expect them to, but sit with them and allow them to enter into your perceivable awareness, and try to remember little bits and pieces. Mystery in the reverse. Sit in solitude and delve into the mystery. This is the fun of it. The mystery. Wouldn't it be boring if we already knew? Isn't it kind of fun? It's like playing Clue. We receive these little puzzle pieces and then we put it together. It'd be kind of boring if we already knew. At least I think it would. As frustrated as I get with the little pieces of knowledge that I receive and remembrances here and there, that I want to remember everything. And I feel like I know and I do remember everything. But that's part of the fun, that's part of the mystery. Recognition in the reverse. Contentment with recognition. Both in the reverse. Are you recognizing that you're not content where you are right now, or you're not content? The first thing is you have to have gratitude for everything. Every little thing. I don't care how small. I don't care how tiny. I don't care if it's as small and tiny and microscopic as a grain of sand. Look at all the beauty in that one grain of sand under a microscope. Zoom out and look and see how bare the land would be with just one grain of sand. And then notice all the grains of sand. And notice all the good things in your life. All around you, every day, every second, every breath, every heartbeat, every feeling, every emotion, every trial, every tribulation, every challenge, every memory, every channeling with your beings, every recognition. Have you recognized yourself? Have you recognized the potentiality that you are? Have you recognized all the beauty that you are and all the beauty that this world has to hold for you, for everyone? It's time to recognize. It's time for all of us to recognize and really understand that contentment is what we should be feeling. Don't let the world tell you otherwise. The world is deprogramming right now. We are the light that shines this awareness. We are the light. Let's see. Cold. Oh, you guys would not believe what card just flew out. Miracles in the upright. You are the miracle. We are the miracle. The world is the miracle. Everything is the miracle. Do you believe in miracles? How can you not when you are one? Your light is the miracle. Your light that you shine is the miracle. In a world full of darkness, there were people full of light. They believed so much in themselves when they had nothing to believe in, yet everything to believe in. And they brought about heaven on earth. They came together when all they were programmed to do was be separated and hate one another. Yet they saw beyond the illusions and brought everything into place. They anchored it in. Timeline after timeline they tried. Timeline after timeline they failed. And finally, they grew up and realized they had the power all along to bring it in. If only they could believe in themselves, and if only they could shine their light. All is one, one is all. Memories. Do you remember? Ask yourself, do I remember? What have I been receiving? Have I been perceiving it as just a memory, or just my imagination, or just a dream? Or are these actual memories? Don't ever discount anything you receive to be false. That is part of the illusion. Take into account all things. Remember your memories. Remember the frequencies. Remember the emotions. Remember the vibrations, the feelings of the land, the feelings that you channel in from above. All the feelings that you hold. You are the time record. You are the one who holds all records. We are all one. That's why some people receive these memories and downloads. That's why some people receive these memories and downloads. That's why some people receive these memories and downloads. We are all pieces of the one, because we are all one. And we all help each other with our experiences, with our challenges, with our emotions, and most definitely with our memories, with our downloads, our activations, all of it. The memories. Can we remember with all our memories? All our third eyes combined, a ring around the globe, like a halo, like an aura, a rainbow aura. Zoom, turned on, all around the world. Instant remembrance. Instant truth. Instant, aha! I think we found it. It was love. It was us all along. All right, I'm going to pull some Lemurian cards. Trust me, I'm feeling it all. what you're feeling. I'm just amazed right now at what is coming through. But isn't it amazing when we finally open up and trust ourselves what comes through even more. Okay, so let's see what the bottoms of the decks are. And I do have my book here just in case I want to refer to it. That's coming through about snake energy too. The Shakti of the earth, the Shakti of us, and the Shakti of the cosmos, all connected as one giant snake of Shakti energy. We have Restore with a dragon, and this is time out for you. This is nature and shamanic signs. So connecting with nature, even if you can't be outside. For me right now, it's snowing. And I don't like the cold. So what I'd rather do is look out a window and connect that way with the animals, the trees, the grass, the sky. But if you're able to get outside, take some time to rest and restore and pay attention to all the signs all around you, especially the shamanic signs, which will occur in your memories, which will occur in your imaginations and your dreams, and also during your shadow work. All of it. All of it. Don't discount anything, right? Peace beyond survival, right? We're in this place where we are just trying to survive. But honestly, we can just be at peace knowing that our soul lives on forever. We don't have to fall into this paradigm where we're trying to survive. That's an old, worn out timeline. You are the peacemaker. Through inner peace, the peacemaker through inner peace. We have the lion here too, and the lamb working together, resolving ancient splits. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? Resolving ancient splits, like the splits of the land, the splits of each other, the splits of the souls. If we're all from one creator, why are we separate? Why aren't we connecting? Zip, back into one. The splits of the constellations, all of it. It's all split because it was a falsified program that we needed to solve. It was the puzzle we needed to solve to bring back peace, to bring back heaven. Okay, let's pull one more card because I'm getting really tired. Then I'm gonna rest. Wow, it's interesting. I was just drawn to the back of this book. There's a card in here too. I might read it because I put a card in here and I don't know why. Maybe it was for a past reading. But it says 10 categories for the new paradigm. I can't even talk. It says 10 categories for the new paradigm. Look, there's like male and female dolphins here coming together, kissing. So, this says, Arise, Lemurian Star Child. The leading card is Arise. And the 10 categories for the new paradigm are Source, our Unity, our Journey, our Depth, Structure, Wisdom, Cosmic Insight, Children of Lemuria, and Dolphin Codes. Can you read those? 10 categories for the new paradigm. Let's see what this card is in here. Sacred Mountain. Oh, did I not get the mountain card a few times in that Twin Flame pick a card? I think I got the mountain card. Like there was one with mountains, like almost in each pile. I know there was at least 2 with it. Sacred Mountain. This is Vision Quest. This is Clarity and Truth. This is Shambhala and Deep Healing. I think I'm going to read this one. I'm going to read this meditation process because I feel like this will help you guys. Okay, meditative process. Okay, listen. You can do this process in any location. You can connect to this. I'll take a picture of this too, but I want to read it to you. You can do this process in any location. You can connect to the sacred mountain, whether you are there physically or in spirit. The sacred mountaintop is a place to connect to your higher heart, to receive the visions you have been growing in your higher heart. Connect deeply to the Pleiadians and the Lemurians, to the angels and the ascended masters. Open your hearts and visualize the magnificent vista of the landscape. It is easy here to connect to your higher mind because the air is thin and very clear. Ask the visions from your higher self to come to you. Ask to see them. This is the vision quest, the opening up to new manifestations. Know that these visions are really close now, that by asking, you shall receive. When you are on the mountaintop, there are many spaceships that are assisting you on your journey. Sometimes they are hidden in clouds, but with your awareness, you connect to these benevolent space brothers. Ask them if they are of the light, of love. Where are they from? Are they Pleiadian, Sirian, Arcturian, Orion, or otherwise? Communicate with beings of light only and receive their gifts of love. After the mountaintop, make sure you also go to the caves inside the mountain. The caverns are like sounding chambers of the highest vibrations on earth, the sacred of sacred, places where many light beings live. In the caverns, you also meet your unconscious inner suffering that has been waiting to be healed. The caverns are master chambers for healing of all of humanity. The Lemurians have been living in the caverns for a very long time. It is a safe haven for their high vibration. They want you to visit the caverns in your heart to receive this vibration, to get a DNA upgrade. The caverns are a place for the courageous, the ones that are ready for a massive healing. To go to the mountaintop, you only need physical energy, but to go to the caverns, you need to connect to your emotional energy, dear one. The caverns are the place to get in touch with your deep pain, to heal it with frequency. The Pleiadians and the Lemurians have been waiting to heal you in the mountains. Connect to their energy, their vibration, to receive their gifts of love and healing. The Pleiadian Lemurian healing is one of softness, of gentleness, and of love. Affirmation, you can say, is I embrace the power and majesty of the mountain, allowing it to remove the residues of the old paradigm. Guys, I kid you not, this is so powerful. And this meditation, I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to enter it so you guys can read it on your own time when you have time and do this meditation practice, because dang, I'm going to. And of this card, I'll take a picture so you can see it better. I think that completes the reading. Please connect with your crystals. Any crystals that you have, be of the utmost importance for you to really connect with them this month. And just sit with them, talk with them, channel them, receive their energies, receive their names. Receive what they're wanting you to know. Just be in their presence, even in silence. They love that. They need to communicate something to you. And you them. It's an exchange. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know how you resonated with this reading. I would be very highly interested to hear in the comments below. Please give this a like. Do share this out. Please do share this video out with friends and family or anyone you think it would resonate with. The more people we can help come into awareness of perspectives such as these of peace and love and higher awareness and knowing, the better we will be as a humanity, as a soul, as a one soul. So Thank you for all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd love to have you here. We have a great family, a great community. Many more readings to come. You know I'm Lemurian, and I love to do Lemurian readings. And so do expect more. Please hit that bell so you don't miss any more readings. These are live streams where I do free readings for you guys. And if you were interested in any of my services, I offer readings and healings, all in the description box below. I love each and every one of you so incredibly much, more than you could ever know. And until next time, I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.